Hello guys, and welcome back to Makeup FOMO. We are in my bathroom this morning, as y'all can tell, and it's literally 5:30 in the morning now. But today we are doing a foundation first impression, which I have not done in literally so long. I don't know why, but I'm super excited to be back at it. And today we're going to be talking about the Maybelline Dream Urban Cover Full Coverage Protective Makeup Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 50. So I guess the whole concept around this is that it's like an antioxidant enriched pollution protection. So that's what the protective component is. It's just protecting you against the elements, against, you know, all the things going on in the environment around you that you don't want seeping into your skin. So I totally get that. I think that's kind of interesting. It says it's formulated with antioxidants to help protect skin from environmental aggressors. I was super excited whenever I heard about this. I have not seen like any videos about this, hardly at all. Like I've heard a few people mention it, and I kind of stumbled upon it on my own, which is unusual. I feel like I usually will like see a video about something and then go ahead and purchase it. I wanted to get my thoughts out there for y'all on the internet that are curious. It comes with 1 fluid ounce of product, so just kind of like your standard amount of product, and it is in a squeezy tube, which I quite like. It's got that little like kind of needle nose, like little really small little spout there, which again I really like. So I'm all about the squeeze bottles for sure. So as you can tell, my makeup is already done, so I've already applied it and been wearing it for a little bit, but y'all will see the application with a sponge and a brush and all my initial thoughts in a second. So if y'all are interested in this new Maybelline foundation, then just keep watching. All right, y'all, I'm filming the intro after I'm done here. I can explain why I look like this. That's AM. It is 4:57 in the morning. I'm talking a little bit quietly because my husband's still sleeping. I'm going to work super early today, but I wanted to film this video while I was getting ready because I'm going to wear this foundation today. So the things we do for YouTube. So this is literally how I woke up. My hair was like this. Like, I woke up like this, but quite literally. I am so excited to try it out. I feel like I haven't really tried a full coverage foundation in a minute. Also, I'm not sure if you can tell in this lighting. I think I'm like a little washed out, but I got so tan yesterday. Like, I'm super tan. So I'm hoping that this shade works for me. I have the shade 128 Warm Nude. I ordered this online, so I have no idea what to expect of it. But tell me this doesn't give you like It Cosmetics CC cream vibes. Like the whole aesthetic of this packaging, like with like the kind of like metallic rose gold and like the silver detailing, like this, I feel like they were doing that intentionally. I mean, it might just be a coincidence, but all right, I just zoomed you guys in a little bit. Today's actually a good day for this because I'm actually breaking out like a tiny bit. Nothing crazy, but a little bit more than normal. Also, wait, another side note, I'm like so talkative this morning for no reason because it's too early to be awake, but check out my newest piercings. How freaking fun are those? Y'all know the drill. I'm going to use a brush on one side. This is the Sigma F80. I'll use that over here, and then I'm going to be using my NYX sponge for this side. So since it's a squeezy tube, it's a little hard to like know exactly how much you're using, you know, unlike a pump or something where you can, wow, this smells like sunscreen. You know, like with the pump though, you can kind of tell how much you're using. With a squeezy tube, you're just kind of guessing. Wow, it really smells like sunscreen. I'm not mad at the smell because I like the smell of sunscreen, but okay, so that is the one side done with the brush. You'll probably notice I didn't use a ton of product just because it's supposed to be full coverage, so I definitely didn't want to go too ham the first time applying it. But I feel like even though I used a very like thin layer and like a very thin amount, I feel like it basically covered everything, you know, within reason. I mean, I think you can tell my under eyes need some help, but that's also because it's 5 o'clock in the morning. But I feel like you can even tell, like, looking under my eyes, it's definitely a little concealed, and like kind of just from each half of my face, this side just looks a lot more even. It's also quite dewy. I don't know if y'all can kind of see how the light's reflecting, which is really nice. I like a slightly dewy finish. I am pretty happy with the color, which is very impressive for me because I ordered it online, like I said, so I feel like finding your right color online is nearly impossible. But as you can see, like I definitely have some like discoloration and stuff right here, and it's pretty much all hidden. I mean, you can see it like peeking through just a little bit, but I don't really mind that. I feel like this is on the high coverage spectrum, at least with the brush, but definitely not like the highest. Okay, so I'm gonna try to use the same amount on this side, and we're gonna use the sponge. I kind of typically, y'all know this, I typically don't like how things look with the sponge as much compared to a brush, but there are certain products that a sponge does really work well for. So not too surprisingly, I mean, it's definitely a little bit less coverage, but I honestly don't feel like it's a crazy difference. I was really expecting this side to be like very sheer, with this side being like a lot more full coverage, but it's really not a crazy difference. However, I'm glad I used the sponge on this side, because as you can see, like all my little breakouts are definitely still peeking through, which, like I said, again, not like the biggest deal, but also I feel like if it's gonna be full coverage, it should like cover them up a little bit more. But to be honest, it's really not like a huge coverage difference, surprisingly. So what I'm gonna do though is, because obviously I am actually going somewhere and I need to not look too crazy, I'm gonna like just build up. I'm just gonna apply a tiny bit more over here, like just in the area where I need it. I'm gonna use the brush just to build it up. Yeah, I think I would definitely say this is buildable. I feel like that completely eliminated like basically all of the redness. I for sure think this is something that could start looking cakey. We're getting up close and personal, because you can probably tell like around my pores and stuff like that, like I feel like it looks a little bit heavy, and like you can kind of just see it sitting there a little bit in that area. I feel like if you were to be too heavy-handed, or if you did do like 2 full coats of this, it might be a lot. So those are all my thoughts for the moment. I'm going to just go ahead and finish the rest of my face, try to figure out my hair, basically get myself like together, and I will see you guys in a little bit. Okay guys, so I have gotten myself together, looking much more awake than I did last time y'all saw me, and I feel like my like base is just looking really good. But here's a little up close. Everything, I feel like this lighting is really washing out the situation. I apologize, but y'all can definitely get the gist of it. I feel like everything literally blended so nicely. I set it with my Maybelline Prep Set and Go powder, and everything went over top of it so nicely. Y'all know I always set my foundation. It definitely allowed everything to blend super well. That's my highlight, that's not the foundation, by the way. I feel like it definitely took away a lot of the luminosity, so I think probably that luminous characteristic would probably only stick around if you didn't set your foundation, or, you know, if you just set like certain parts of it, like maybe the area where you usually blend stuff, because it definitely mattified once I was done with the powder. It looks so super smooth, like even over top of my like blemishes and texture, it's still just like laying really nicely. It's not like, you know how sometimes foundation will just like kind of cling to it, or like look a little dry and like crusty. It's not doing any of that. My forehead is definitely creasing, but that's like unavoidable. I don't think there's a foundation in the world that wouldn't crease on my forehead, so I definitely don't hold that against it. But like usually my smile lines crease pretty quickly, and there's no creasing at all in my smile lines. It's definitely not like a super lightweight foundation. I mean, I don't like feel it on my skin, but you can certainly see it. So if you're looking for something super natural, like this is probably not it. But I would say if you like medium to full coverage, it's definitely gonna cover up what you've got going on. Maybe not like everything, but it definitely provides such a good amount of coverage, but like in a very comfortable way, and it looks so smooth and so nice. So I'm 100% into this, and it's so affordable. I mean, it's obviously available at the drugstore. I probably mentioned this already, but if not, I got mine at Target, and it's definitely cheaper at Target than at like Ulta or any other place like that. So I would say this one is definitely a win. I'm super excited whenever I find like an awesome drugstore foundation. I get so excited. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed. If you like, subscribe, we would love to have you. We have so much fun here, and until next time, I will see y'all in our next video. Bye guys. Also, I didn't have any coffee still yet, so I need to go do that. Bye guys.